Hey guys.
Hello.
Hi, we're back.
I hope you missed us in that quick little 15-minute break. So, we're here for a panel about Ink to the People with Ink to the People founder, Todd.
Hey there.
So, Ink to the People, as many of you probably know, is a company that helped us get out there a lot and a lot of T-shirts over the past 2 years. What you might not know is these T-shirts, these fundraisers, whether it was through the Release the Snyder Cut movement or through Zack Snyder himself, these T-shirts were the major contribution for our overall total of money raised for American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which right now stands on over $200,000. And I believe Ink to the People merch is responsible for over 130,000 of that. So
Wow.
that's kind of amazing.
Yay.
Yeah. Amazing.
Love it.
So we invited you here, Todd, because we wanted to kind of show people who you are. We wanted to put a face to the
This
brand.
wonderful effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start off this conversation. And what you're doing with Ink to the People is kind of amazing. The charity fundraiser aspect of what you do, the way it works. I mean, Cole can tell her story of how she found you, because that was essentially like the main. I mean, you were the only one out there who could do what we needed you to do at the time, which
And the
was,
fact you already existed was pretty crazy.
exactly. So, how did you come about this idea to do this?
So I've been in the t-shirt business for a few decades. We won't go too far down, but many, many years. And so, everyone else has a great idea, right? You want to like print up 100 t-shirts, you think everyone's going to buy them, and then it fails and you get stuck with t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So back in 2009, we started coming up with the concept of a selling platform. And as we were developing the site over about a year and a half, we sort of had this epiphany about like really launching a site like Ink to the People, giving our customers the ability to pre-sell and not have any liability with shirts on the shelf. And so that's how it all started. This platform was very complex when we first launched it 8 years ago. And then a year later, two kids from Emerson College, so the way Cole found us, of course, search, we were one of the first platforms, like within a few months of launching in 2012, that did this. In 13, these two kids found us online after the marathon bombings in Boston Marathon. And that was sort of how this whole thing came to light in terms of our direction with fundraising. And it was a very moving time for us and a very difficult time for everyone, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And it was challenging because, we were bombarded. Now the kids raised $864,000 in 1 week.
Oh
on
my
our site.
God.
They'd
That's
exceeded $1 million.
crazy.
And it was absolutely crazy. I take that back. It was $500,000 the first week. We donated $864,000 that June to the mayor of Boston. And we got to be very close to these kids and young adults. And that, I love philanthropy. I really do love helping people. I get very emotional, actually. And so we decided that was our direction. Instead of having all these different messages, we figured we're going to go with one. 2015, we built a new site because technology changes so quickly, and attempted to be in the retail selling business of pairing design with charity, getting artists around the country to design for charities. And that was just really hard. So we went back to our roots and, continued to market the way we did back in 13. And so that people like Cole or Mick or whomever could find us online and just launch their own campaign and sell and raise some money for someone or something. So that's really, t-shirts are in my blood, I think. I love design, but I'm not an artist. And I started the business in the sub basement of an old warehouse building in downtown Milwaukee. And
Wow. That's
just
awesome.
really, took some savings and bought equipment, didn't know how to print my first shirt, which is a Calvin and Hobbes for Penn State, knockoff for one of the fraternities or sororities that I had a contact at. And it sort of has gone from there. So we're in the t-shirt business. Behind Ink to the People is a quite large facility that has, we print about 8 million shirts a year. We decorate probably 1.5 million embroidered garments. We have a sizable business, but ink is my deal. It's my passion. And we've been keeping it alive because it does a lot of good. And we've kept it very, small team oriented, which is good and bad, of course, but this whole affiliation, the relationship we've sort of established with your group has been incredible for every reason. It's the fact that we've been able to at least be in the background helping you raise money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which is such a worthy cause, and mental health in general, so critical today. It's really moving, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it.
That's something that's so beautiful about the human condition. When faced with a challenge, like something wrong is going on, or with a tragedy, people want to help, and sometimes they want to have something to raise awareness, like whether it be a shirt or a hat or whatever. And your company really helps facilitate that. And it makes it so easy that within moments you can just set up a campaign and have people getting involved and helping. And it's really it's a beautiful thing you've created.
Thank you.
Really yeah, definitely. And when working with you for us, it's been amazing, because you guys, you say that t-shirts are your passion, but you do so much more than t-shirts. And especially for this particular event, you went all out for us, which we are super, super thankful for.
Yes.
For the audience, Todd did so much. These backdrops are from him. If you look at our merch site, which you guys are so generously set up for us, there's so much. There's not just t-shirts. There is so much. There is stickers, which are quite popular, I think. You probably see it better than us, but stickers are a way to go. But there are also face masks. Again, I want to plug in. Wear face masks, people. If you want to get out of this thing.
We have to. We got to do it.
So wear a face mask. But so can you tell us a bit more about how this process works? What goes behind doing all this and running this kind of thing?
Yeah, so there are a lot of logistics, of course, involved, and we offer a couple different ways to fundraise. You can fundraise with a typical and more traditional timed campaign where you put it out there for 2 weeks and you collect the orders, which, of course, that's how the Justice League campaigns have been running, which is most advantageous for something that has minimal color. So we can go to a traditional screen print method, and it's much less expensive than on demand and printing digitally. But it just depends on, where things are at and the purpose. And if you want to raise awareness, we have so many people right now coming on for political shirts, right? Political campaigns, get the message out, go vote, and it's to your point, it is a 1, 2, 3 process. But, behind the scenes, we have a full department set up for digital printing, all digital actually, and then the full fulfillment piece. So we have a whole system set up that's actually it's built in Germany, and we are the first U.S. company to install it about a year ago, which helps to facilitate the whole on-demand process. So print on demand is really a hot set of words nowadays. Those terms are everywhere, right? And it's so interesting because I just said yesterday, in fact, last night I updated our website, Ink to the People, on homepage to include print on demand, because we've offered print on demand for the last few years, but we really have never pushed it as that. But it's really, to me, it's so advantageous to use that particular channel because it's a quick delivery. It's you order it and it's more traditional e-commerce, and people can be wearing the garments, within a week of placing their order, or 2 weeks maybe if you're not in the same area.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of our followers on Twitter have been tweeting they've already received their JusticeCon stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty incredible.
So
yeah, and so this system really allows us, for the most part, to keep things in sync, quality check, and it's actually a pretty outstanding system. And we of course integrated it with our Ink to the People site. So behind the scenes, we have a great team that's watching over the orders and processing them and printing them. And everything we do is, from that standpoint, is sort of a just-in-time type piece. So we're not sitting on any major inventories. We're bringing in goods next day that have been ordered the previous day, and it's a slick, very seamless process with a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
Probably keep you busy right now with JusticeCon and everything, every other campaign that's there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if we go to JusticeCon, if we just like turn to the particular campaign right now, what's behind you?
So this is a fathead decal. I don't know if I can use fathead because it's a trade name, but it's a wall decal. So instead of a traditional poster, we went to a adhesive-backed media, so that instead of having to tack or tape up your posters, you can stick them right to your walls. So this is removable.
Ooh.
Awesome.
It's like a window.
They're so cool. I love them. They're basically stickers to the wall, right?
Yeah.
But really like functional, and I love it. And you can do anything. That's the thing. There's so much you can do nowadays. We just added sublimation to our print department, so we can now sublimate masks like all over.
Oh,
things like that.
That's
like
really cool.
Edge to edge. Yeah. So again, these are things that we're going to incorporate into the site sooner than later. But at the moment, we're assembling our own masks for different communities and trying to raise money for whether it's ACLU or whatever the organization is. We really like to pair up something with an organization. That's really the premise for what we do. We just don't do it ourselves very much. We primarily users come in and do it for themselves.
So, for those, nobody really in the chat knows because we kind of kept it under wraps, but that decal poster kind of thing is going to be it's going to be part of the giveaway prize. It's going to be the exclusive thing that you can't get in any other way. So yes, so if you want one, you will have to enter the giveaway.
Yes.
So yeah, you will have to donate.
You guys are bad.
I know.
Really cool.
People are really wanting it.
It's a blackmail people into donating to charity.
Right.
But yeah, so you can do that. Once again, you can do that if you either purchase merch or donate straight to the donor drive. Links are in the description below every single video, and you can enter the giveaway by emailing at justiceconvention@gmail.com. Subject either merch or donor drive, and your point of contact and a receipt as a proof of your purchase. That will enter you into a giveaway, and we will select 10 winners at the end of the donor drive and the merch sale, which is going to be in about 10 days. And then we will announce winners. And if you want to know rest of the prizes, you will have to wait until the end of the con. So you have to stick with us.
We're lucky I was.
Oh, and Todd did a real big favor for us. He helped out me and other extra padding fans by making hoodies up to 5XL. So now anyone can pretty much get them at this point.
Yeah.
And you guys have I see you have Zack Snyder's Justice League shirt on. You guys have relaunched the campaign again, and it's with with the hoodies for up to 5XL, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes, I bought one.
Oh, cool.
So if you guys wanted one of those and it wasn't in your size, you can get it in your size now. And again, you ship worldwide, correct, Todd?
We do, wherever the countries will let us in.
Perfect.
And just a reminder for
longer people, a lot longer.
Yeah, just for during Corona right now, there are a lot of countries that are not accepting packages right now, and if they are, they're actually putting them into a 14-day quarantine. So it's not Todd's fault if you guys don't get your stuff right. Just saying.
Where you buy it, Andres? Because I see it in the comments. Link for JusticeCon merchandise is in the description below the video, and if you want the Zack Snyder's Justice League merch, you have to just go on Ink to the People site, and I believe you just kind of Google it this way, right? You just... Oh, it's on the homepage. Great. Yep. So if you just go on Ink to the People homepage, you will be able to find Zack Snyder's Justice League merch there, and you can get yours. And how much money of each purchase goes to charity?
Over $10.
Over
on
$10.
average.
Yeah, it's hard. See,
Wow.
with the hoodies and sweatshirts, it's you know, as campaigns slow down, we've still been holding that, even though, of course, it's more expensive to print smaller amounts. But the big thing is for me, if we're going to sell something, if you're going to offer something on site, it's got to be raising a significant amount of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
$2 or $3, nothing, and that's, you know, very common in e-commerce in general. People donating 10% of profits. You know, that's what I love about the platform, is that you can donate significant amounts and make a difference. You know, and I'm not saying that 10% isn't good; it's great, but if you can do 30%, 30, 40%, it's that much better. So it just depends on the price point and the cost of the garments. And with the Justice League, you know, it's getting printed for 4 different locations, so it's a lot more expensive to produce. But I think it's a good $10 a unit or more, depends on what the product is.
Okay.
And so that's been really well. I would challenge this community to continue. Let's see if we can hit $500,000 in the next year or 2, raised for American
yeah.
Foundation.
I
Oh,
don't
you
think
heard it,
it's going-
people.
I think you guys can
You
do
heard
it.
Yeah,
it,
guys,
people.
get
Let's
on
do
it.
this.
Seriously, like, you totally can do it.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed with all the members, the individuals that have made purchases, and how kind they've been with the, you know, snafus with delivery or lost packages, or our mistakes at times. We might miss, you know, putting an item in. If it's mixed campaigns, it gets a little confusing. We really appreciate patience and understanding. It's really tremendous, really tremendous.
I'm seeing some questions for you that are like asking, how did it go when Zack came to you about wanting to partner up?
So it was really interesting. So I was talking to Wesley about this a year and a half ago. It was, I think, January or December of 18 or January of 19. And it was one of those calls, you know, that I was floored by, quite honestly. To get a call from someone in Hollywood that wants to do something online is, you know, there's nothing better than that, right? I don't think. And again, so kind and so easy to work with, and just said, take care of it, you know? And so a lot of times when we get on the phone with people, we try to, even though the process is that simple, it's of course one less thing they need to worry about and do and learn.
Right.
So we've always sort of facilitated the campaigns that have been, you know, with Wesley and Zack. And it's, yeah, I mean, that's really how it started. And later on, of course, I found out, you know, Mick was behind it. And now I learned literally before this started that Cole really was behind this first. So Cole is to thank for all these, you know, introductions.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
The t-shirts were definitely like, it was a lot of fun. It was a way for us to raise money, but also to kind of like, I don't want to put it as get something out of it, but like get something that we can then wear and be like, hey, we support the release of Snyder Cut and we support Zack Snyder.
Well, it's like a physical representation of that support.
Totally. I mean, that's what's great about t-shirts. Like, I always say, you can never have enough t-shirts. I mean, you don't want to see
Amen.
my
God.
full of t-shirts. Unfortunately, more of them are blank than printed, because if I took printed ones out, it would just be ridiculous. But
It's
you know,
so funny how so many people have been commenting lately how half their wardrobe is just
Exactly.
stuff from ink.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's that for me. I mean,
Yeah, like I'm moving right now, and I was going through, like, I have a certain drawer for like all my ink stuff, and I had to actually make another drawer for like all the new stuff I'm getting. It's awesome. I love it.
Cool. You know, and we pride ourselves on the quality and everything. We always say, if there's a problem, come to us, we'll fix it. Not a problem. And that's the biggest thing. Like, you know, things happen. It's about, I've always felt like it's always how you fix it, how you address it, and not push back. And yeah, I mean, it's a pleasure to have people that actually are kind and not rude. And, you know, some people are just so aggressive and like, but it's very rare that we get that. I had one recently. I'm like, oh my gosh, people just, you know, but it's the kind of world we're in, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of kind,
there's a question. Yeah.
I
Go
think
on.
we're seeing the same thing. So people in the live chat want to know about who's the nice person who's running the social media accounts, because they absolutely love them.
So that is Kim. So we've made changes since COVID. Unfortunately, we've had to really scale back. I had to make some tough calls. And Kim is my right-hand person in the business. She's been with me on Inc. for a year and a half, but we've been working together for about 3 years. She's a illustrator, anime artist, actually,
Wow.
who graduated from a very prestigious school. And I was just lucky enough to snatch her, out of art school. And I moved her into Inc. when I could. And she's been, she's the person that's helping behind the scenes, honestly, keep things organized, because I'm not the organized person.
Mm-hmm.
She is. And she really takes care of, a lot of, I try not to, have her take care of fulfillment on a daily basis, but she does watch over for me, and she's wonderful. And she has, she's very good at Instagram, and she took that over about 3 months ago, believe it or not. And I'm so pleased, she just does such a wonderful job. And yeah, so she's responsible for that. So, and she should be on. I'm sure she's on this. Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Yeah, well, I think I saw her on Twitter a few minutes ago.
Yeah, she's on.
I look down and I see the Ink to the People itself is saying that you're on a panel.
Oh, she is awesome. I'm
Okay,
very lucky to be working with her.
There's
for sure.
another question. It says, Todd, any talk about expansion of your products to shorts, sweatpants, backpacks, etc.?
Wow. So the challenge is, when we have conversations with people, we can do really anything, right? I can add products to a campaign, but it's hard to open them up to everyone, because it's like a mask. I put the masks out there, but it's, sometimes you get some funny looking mock, renderings, because the site is doing the rendering automatically. So if anyone has a wish for us to do something like sweatpants or some other products, bring it on, email me, and we can work it out. We also offer embroidered items that we don't, again, publicly put out there, but we have a whole system for on-demand, print-on-demand embroidery. And so headwear that we're doing for this particular campaign for JusticeCon, we've done some headwear for release the Snyder Cut in the past, which have turned out really cool. Beanies, really any type of textile we can do and beyond. And like I said, we're doing sublimation. So now we're going to be getting into doing like coasters, other hard goods, phone, like hard cases for phones, actually. Like the back of the phone.
Now you got my attention.
I know.
No, you had my attention before, but now you have my attention.
We'll talk about that. So
Awesome.
I literally just started like bringing some other items in so we can experiment. But the sublimation piece is really a wonderful one, because you can do pretty much anything. Everything out there now has a product that can be transferred with the sublimation piece, and it's so cool. And it's it's literally a blank white canvas that you start with. So that's that. We can private label shirts, brand them. There are a lot of things we can do custom when we're working with customers one-on-one, and having that dialogue is really enjoyable for me, quite honestly. I love answering the phone and talking to people.
Sorry if I butcher your name. Vibob in the chat says, "I heart ZS phone case. Shut up and take my money."
Seriously, yes.
Okay.
You've
already have that design. So.
All right. I tell you what, I will make one on Monday, and if I like it, I'll shoot it over to the three of you, and you can decide if you want it up.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I want to see how they look. Yeah.
Someone has a question for you. What's your favorite Zack Snyder movie?
Oh my gosh.
Not to put you on the spot.
In a tough spot now.
It's like, that's one of my least favorite questions.
Oh my God.
Because I'm just like everything.
No, they've all been incredible. I'm gonna come back to that one.
Okay. Well,
I'll let you think on that.
Were you a fan before you spoke to him on the phone? So
I didn't know Zack Snyder. No, I did not know Zack Snyder before.
Wow.
I had no idea. No.
So you spoke to him, and then you were like, "I gotta check this guy out." And
yeah, exactly.
Oh well, now I'm a fanboy.
Right. And I'm as much of a fan of him and his, overall talent as the community. Truthfully.
Well, if we talk about Zack and like in general what we have, so if obviously the whole thing for us, Ink to the People means a lot because we can kind of do this amazing thing with shirts and fundraising. But what was this journey like for you?
You know, I really mean this sincerely. I just love being a part, and I'm so not like we're in the background, right? We're just a platform giving the tools to our community to use. So we're doing like, might be the heavy lifting, but it's also the easiest part. The hardest part for anyone is getting to rallying the group, right? Getting the behind a cause, behind a movement, and running with it. And so, I mean, for me, it's very fulfilling. You know, that's all I can say. And when people are raising money for different causes, it's a great feeling. Even though we're just, again, facilitating that particular product, the fact that, you know, they've used our platform, you know, that it is easy to use, you know, and a lot of people, you know, it's funny when I answer the phone, I talk to people and I ask them, so how did you find us? You know, oh, I went to so-and-so's and I went to your site, and, you know, I really just liked your name. And it's interesting. I want to give credit to our so-called partner who we started this with 10 years ago. He was actually a web developer and a graphic designer who I've known for 30 plus years. He came up with the naming to the people. And he was very much a believer, of course, because it's what he does, that the brand is everything, right? The name is so important. And with this particular business, he was spot on, because the name, and I think it resonates with people. And I think there's an authenticity behind a platform that does give back, and it isn't just a selling platform. I know the other selling platforms, they're all really good. And I never, you know, we're one of whatever, but I think we do a nice job. I think we do, you know, I just love the fact that, and I like the fact that as much as I would like to be bigger, I like the fact that we're small, because I get this dialogue with you. And if I was bigger, I really wouldn't have the opportunity. You know, answering the phone is a privilege, you know? And so that's where we want to be. And I don't know if I answered the question, but yeah.
I think you did.
You're definitely a huge part of the Snyder Cut family. Someone in the comment, by the way, you've opened Pandora's box by mentioning those phone cases.
Oh my God,
so many ideas. They're card cases for a phone case. They're not actual phone cases.
Oh, so they're like.
Take that back. So I don't think that's good. I don't think that's going to stop people, to be honest.
You know what? At some point, I do want to do, but I won't do anything other than an all over phone case, which is a special. I have to go a little beyond what I do currently.
Right.
At some point, I hope to be doing that. Currently, this is like a card case that mounts to the back of the case.
Yeah, it's got like a sticker on it.
Yeah, so many ideas in here. I see like ZSJL logo hand sanitizer.
Oh my! Well, we can do that. That we can do. Sanitizers.
See, there you go. That can be done.
You know what? I just am working with the local suicide prevention chapter, which was started with a friend of my brother-in-law, who is my partner. His daughter, about 8 years ago, committed suicide, and he started an organization to educate kids. And they're going into schools now, to like elementary school, like grade, and middle, and grade school, young kids, to let them know that it's okay to have feelings and to talk about it and to understand, and it's called Red Gen, and it's a Milwaukee-based organization. But we just did a bunch of sanitizers for them to hand out to the kids. So I want to, mental health is huge. My wife is recovering for 32 years now. And it's a real big piece of our family. And, we all have stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just too bad that people don't realize that it's okay to be different and okay to have feelings, and also that there's help out there.
That's I think incredibly important, and it's wonderful that you're able to help out with that, especially with hand sanitizer right now, because that's hot ticket stuff.
Yes,
my God, it's crazy. It's like gold, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a little ridiculous.
I mean, it's better now, though. Like, it was when this whole thing went down, that was a little bit.
Well, that and toilet paper, right?
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't.
Oh my God.
In the UK, it wasn't so much hand sanitizer as it was hand soap, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Well,
The
that's
people in the
fantastic.
chat want to know which of the shirts that we've done with the movement is your favorite design.
Yeah. I love all the gods, right? I mean,
Yes.
that's like, that has to be my favorite shirt. It's also the very first one, of course. Sometimes the first, the best. They're all great, but I love the Venn diagram. I
Right.
love the messaging on the back. Um, it's a very special shirt. I think that's probably still the number one shirt by far.
Yeah, I
We
think
sell
that
that
went
every
over
day.
80,000 on the first round.
What was that?
I think that it went over eighty
What? Yeah, we
thousand
raised
on the
over
first round.
$80,000 on
Like
that
that
one
one,
shirt.
that
Yep.
one's more than a half of what we raised through you guys.
You're right.
And
Yep.
you guys are still relaunching it though, aren't you?
We keep it up. Yeah, I mean, and I never want to do anything without, everyone being on board. The truth is the community keeps on asking for shirts to be up. So as long as, Wesley and Zack and whomever else is involved in the decision making, we just want to be respectful. This isn't about us running with it and just doing what we want to do so we can drive business. It's got to work for everyone, and I don't want to take anything away. If there's some kind of promotion coming up that they want everything quiet for, then so be it. That's what we do.
I've seen a lot of people who get excited when you relaunch, not just the people who didn't get a chance last time, but those who have worn out their shirt or like
Honestly.
accidentally spilled bleach on it or something. And then they can buy another one.
I did that. Oh my god, you should have seen. It was with all the gods. I was actually calling Cole, and I was panicking. I was like, oh my god, I spilled bleach on my shirt.
And
What
then
do I do? What do I do?
you guys literally just announced the relaunch. I was like, calm down. I'll order one. It'll be in the next box.
Right.
But I actually saved it, so it's all right. But yeah, it was the moment of panic. In that moment was like,
yeah.
Someone has a question. What's the easiest way to start a new campaign with you?
Honestly, it's a 3-step. Really, it's launch a fundraiser. You go into the design tool, you upload your graphic, or you choose a template from ours, or you add just text, whatever you want to do. Go to step 2, add your garments, set your pricing. Step 3 is you just write your little short story, choose the dating, the organization if you have one, and launch. I mean, it literally takes, if you have everything ready, a few minutes. I had a woman from New York 2 days ago that like, I was so impressed. I mean, she was with a political group in the state of New York who wanted to launch a shirt, and she wants to get voters out there, right? And she did it, and I was talking to her after she did. She's like, it was so easy, and this woman was in her probably mid to late 60s. It is that easy for all people. We've made it, we simplify the process, but I think we give enough features and options to people, at the moment. So that's the idea. It's got to be simple. I don't want to say what I was going to say, but it's got to be simple for sure. Easy.
And I mean, we know, but for people listening, the money that obviously you guys raise, they go straight to the desired charity, or because there is no, like, you guys are the middleman. It doesn't go to people who started the campaign. It goes straight to the charity.
It doesn't have to go to the charity. It can go wherever they designate. And, the trick is if anyone earns over $600, legally we have to collect a tax form. And then, if it's going to a person, they would be subject to pay income tax maybe. But when we send it to right to the charity, it helps both parties, because then the person isn't taking any responsibility for that money. But you don't have to be a charity to use the site. That's a big misnomer. You don't have to be fundraising to use the site, although most people do fundraise for something or someone. And the best part about it is, I think, is it's twofold. One, you can sell lots of different items with one design, and you can sell multiple designs and bring them all to your storefront, which is on your back end. It's a built-in feature of the site that we don't even talk about. Shame on us. But if you create an account, you go to your dashboard, there's a left navigation piece called Storefront, and you can even update a banner image for that storefront, and that's your landing page to bring all of your live campaigns in one place. So you can have like your e-commerce store, in a sense, sitting on our site without any commitment, any investment, no monthly charge. And what you sell, you earn something on, or the charity earns something on. So there's a no risk piece to this, and no costs up front. And a lot of people don't believe that. And I understand that, people are very skeptical, but it really doesn't cost anything to use the site, period.
I saw a
And-
question, but I already know the answer to this one. They're asking if you guys go through an approval period with designs. But you don't. It gets uploaded right away.
Yeah, there was a time when we first launched at the very beginning of our site, we did have a discussion about this, because we don't want anything going up that's you know, just wrong, period, you know, offensive, inappropriate. We just watch it right now. We've been fortunate that we don't really run into things very often where things are, you know, we don't get a lot of spammers. We don't get, you know, I mean, I would have to say we're lucky that way. But it's more about our users helping us to identify those people, or ourselves, of course, as they launch, we can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good question.
And as you said, we spoke about this earlier when there was a question about those sweatbands and stuff. So if people want to launch their campaign, but they want something special, they have to do so by contacting you.
Yeah, they could launch their campaign and then contact us and say, hey, I have this up. Can we sell this item or that item? You know, and then we can figure it out. It's a little bit of, you know, it's certainly extra hand holding and extra work on our end, but I really love, I know it sounds really weird. I just like to help people. And I really don't mind doing, you know, it does take time, but I really enjoy doing it. It gives me pleasure.
Todd does not control if we'll get new merch, guys. He's the one who will be printing it if Zack comes to him.
Yep.
So if we get new merch in 2021, that'll be from Zack going to Todd and saying, hey, do the thing.
Yeah.
So save this question for tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, when you talk to Zack.
Write that one down.
Save the demand.
Todd, you should hop in the chat tonight and be like, yo, when are you going to bring
Todd, is there a product that you don't currently have plans to offer on Ink to the People that you'd love to be able to sell?
I think stickers, honestly, like, you know, in terms of mass offerings, stickers are something I want to offer. I'm not able to do it yet to the mass, but we're going to figure it out. The problem with stickers is it's more of a shipping cost issue. And, you know, we're not set up right now to sell one single sticker and mail it efficiently. So the way we did this particular campaign I thought was great. And it gave people the variety of having a 4-pack sticker. That's what I want to see us do down the road as well. I think that's something we could probably incorporate sooner than later on a as needed basis, and, you know, with some dialogue, you know, not certainly totally automated online. That, again, like, I think that's a development piece. So we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll see where we're at in a few months, 6 mons, with maybe even a new site. We'll see.
Ooh, so those stickers are awesome.
Maybe.
No, those stickers are awesome. I mean, Cole, you got one, because obviously we have a preview, and I mean, they're amazing. We had a lot of
testing scarves for the colder season.
Ooh, scarves would be cool.
Oh yeah. Think about that, Todd.
Todd's gonna leave this conversation with a list of I gotta look at
right.
I should make notes.
Yep.
But you know what? I mean, somebody's like, more merch.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I got stuck on the chat.
Microfiber cloths? Ooh, that'd be cool.
Like
glasses. My glasses. Oh my god.
Wow. You guys.
That sounds great. Could you do that?
We could do, actually.
Mark says Todd and his team are doing tremendous work. I hope he knows that we appreciate it.
Thanks.
No problem.
There's a question about posters. If you're thinking about launching posters, we've talked about this earlier with the decals. They can be used as posters. And
yeah, I mean, it's really, yeah, I mean, I think that sort of goes hand in hand with the stickers. I think for your community, I think the posters would be a great addition. Just to adjust our packaging a little bit would be the only thing. You know, we wouldn't be able to mail a poster with a t-shirt, or, you know, it had to be different.
Right.
We can figure it out.
Someone was asking about cups, and all I could think is, if you start carrying cups, then
Right.
my dad will kill me.
At some point we will be doing, we'll do sublimation on drinkware. We're just not set up for it now, but I think by fourth quarter, Christmas time, hopefully we'll be doing some of that.
I'll have to resist to buy too many because my dad says I've got too many cups. I love cups.
I think whatever you guys sell, offer, people are gonna buy. So it's like someone's saying mouse pads now too.
Yeah.
So
mouse pads would be a great idea.
That would
honestly.
be cool.
Yeah, those are easy. Those I can do.
Victor
Those I can do.
said
That's a great idea. So, would you guys like mouse pads?
Yes. Yes.
People in the chat, sign up. Let's hear it. What do you think of mouse pads?
Yes.
First response, yes.
Yeah.
So it has to be a fabric mouse pad. It can't be plastic.
Right.
That's
it just says mouse pads.
As long as it's a printable material, we can do that.
Another yes.
iPad holders?
Yes, yes. Oh, it's all rolling in now. Yes.
Coffee mugs, tumblers, or beer glasses. And then there's a whole bunch of yes.
Bro.
Notebooks.
Like, you were supposed to slow this shit down.
I did put it in slow mode. I did. I swear.
I hope if Kim is online right now, she's writing this down.
That's right. I just made some notes.
Oh, coffee mugs.
Yeah.
Hashtag release the mouse pads.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Someone put it on Twitter.
I will look into that on Monday.
Water bottles.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. You did not expect to leave here with all these
so many ideas.
Move a little faster for you guys.
Ooh, people are saying they want all the gods on a mouse pad.
That would be cool. I like that.
That would be really, really cool.
Look, he's
See? I'm old school. I gotta write it down.
All right, we've got about 3 minutes left, so let's try to get some more questions. Superman underwear. Okay.
Hey.
We need ZSJ
No,
shorts.
actually, I will look into boxers.
Ooh.
Yes.
No, yes. I probably could do that. Okay, I have some work to do.
Please relaunch Zack Snyder hoodie at the end of this year. I mean it gets relaunched quite regularly, doesn't it?
I've been doing like 10 to 14 day relaunches so that we get people. I don't want to let it sit for 30 days, and that's just too long. And I can't do on demand with that one because of the sleeves. So the Justice League one is unique. Everything else is on demand. We got Art Center on demand, but all the gods for sure is probably 80 to 90% of what we do on the merch store. And we'll talk about that. Maybe we can make improvements to that too. So make it better for people. Who knows?
Oh, t-shirts for pets like dogs and cats.
Yeah. Somebody threw in blankets, and I know that we spoke on that, so you guys can do blankets.
Yeah, we do blankets. Maybe that would be an embroidery. We can do something nice.
So many cool ideas.
I know.
Decorating my whole apartment.
You're gonna have to replay that chat when this is over. You can replay the chat, like rewatch the thing and replay it. You'll have to do that because there's so many ideas. I mean, I can't even read it all.
Oh, funny. Or game.
There is a question if you would relaunch ZSJL beanie.
Which one?
The beanie, the ZSJL.
Zack Snyder's
Why don't we?
Justice League.
Maybe we wait until the fall until it gets a little colder.
Yeah.
But it totally. Yeah, I mean that's not a big deal. I think that's one of the campaigns I stopped running because of HBO Max of that campaign. Okay. I think I sort of didn't want to. I was going to launch a bunch of things, including headwear. But I stopped because I wanted, I didn't want to take over, and I wanted to make sure that, again, I was being respectful. That's a Zack Wesley question, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll put out there whatever they're okay with us selling. I just don't want to do anything that they're not a fan of.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I think that kind of concludes our panel for today.
Anything you want to say in closing, Todd?
Yeah, I want to thank you. Thanks to everyone, seriously, for supporting the cause, supporting us. you know, for your, again, patience and kindness to not just, you know, what you do and the additional donations you've made on your purchases, which is absolutely incredible to me because, you know, none of these items are cheap. They're priced at a fair rate, but they're expensive still. And you got to pay freight and, you know, your shipping, and for international, it's even that much more. And yet there are still people, many people that will add on $5, $10, $25, $50. And and I know a lot of these buyers are repeat because I know their names. I mean, you know, it's
you
crazy.
knew my name before I even spoke to you.
Yes. So, you know, I just want to thank everyone for the support across the board, for Inc., for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And I honestly am grateful to just, again, be a part of it because it's just luck of the draw, right? I mean, honestly, timing is everything. And life is full of this kind of thing. And you know, I'm a big, I won't go there. But I just thank you very much to everyone, and this was a lot of fun.
Well,
so
thank you
happy
for
to
coming
have you.
on.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the community loves you and loves Inc., and we love what you're doing.
There's so many
Congratulations
thank
to you guys.
yous and love yous right now. So
thank you, but congratulations to the three of you for putting this on.
Thank you.
This is a huge endeavor, and you pulled it off.
Thank you.
Very well. Like no technology issues, nothing. This is like
knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Panic! Let's not jinx that just yet.
Thank you again, and if this is the start of it, it's going to get a lot better, everyone. With the other speakers.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will be